Most no-code platforms look incredible in a demo. You type a prompt, something polished shows up. It's clean, it's fast. You think, okay, this is it. And then you try to connect your actual business data. You try to give a client their own login. You try to share it with your team and control what each person can see. That's where most of them fall apart. I tested 5 of the biggest platforms for building real business apps: Replit, Knack, Glide, Retool, and Softr. I gave each one the same type of brief I built with them, and I ranked them from weakest to strongest. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which one's worth your time and which ones will waste it. Here's the honest problem with the no-code space right now. There are a lot of tools that are great at getting you started. Fast builds, nice output, you feel productive in the first 20 minutes. But business apps aren't demos. They need real data. They need permissions. Where your admin sees everything, your client sees only their stuff, and your team member sees what's relevant to them. They need to connect to tools you're already using. Most founders find that out 3 weeks in, after they've already built on the wrong platform. I remember trying to build a client portal using a tool that looked perfect on paper. Everything worked great until I tried to give each client their own view. 2 days of troubleshooting. The answer was basically, you can't. Not without custom code. That's the moment most people start shopping again. Here's what I tested each tool on, and I kept it to the things that actually matter for a real business. Can a non-technical person build with it without hitting a wall? Can it connect to real data, not dummy content, not just a spreadsheet? Can you set up user permissions and client portals properly? How flexible is the AI, and how far can you push it? And pricing. Not just the starting price, but what happens when you actually scale. I'm counting up from number 5 to number 1. Stick around because number 1 is the only tool I actually use for my own work. And the reason why will make sense by the time we get there. Replit is a developer platform that can build apps fast. And honestly, for what it is, it doesn't really well. I gave it a real prompt. I'm a Ventura, an event planning company. Build a website where users can submit event inquiries. Include an admin dashboard to manage leads, bookings, and stages. 10 minutes later, the app was ready, and I was genuinely impressed. The UI was clean, the layout was well designed, the inquiry form worked, the admin dashboard was there. For a starting point, that's solid. But here's the honest take. Replit isn't really built as a business tool, not in the way the others on this list are. It's built for public websites and apps. And honestly, that's a real use case. Every business needs a website. And for that, Replit and other tools like Lovable are genuinely great. You can build a wide range of things just through prompting. Getting started feels easy, but the moment you need to maintain it, or give clients their own logins with their own data, or connect it to your existing business tools, that's where the cracks show. Permissions are shallow, integrations are limited, and the hidden cost? Every time something breaks or needs updating, you either figure it out yourself or hire someone who can. For a quick website or a simple form to .dart flow, Replit is great. For an actual business tool your team or clients rely on every day, it's the wrong foundation. Best for fast prototypes, developer-built apps, public-facing websites. Honest caveat, not fully built for non-technical teams maintaining it long-term. Pricing, generous free plan, but developer overhead becomes the real cost. Knack is a different kind of tool. It's built specifically around data and business logic. And you feel that immediately. I gave it a CRM prompt. Manage contacts, track leads through a pipeline, schedule follow-ups, log interactions. In about 2 minutes, it was built. And the structure was genuinely impressive. Dashboard, contacts, leads, interactions, a sales pipeline, all organized, all backed by a real built-in database. Not mock data, actual records. Permissions are also a real strength here. You can add users and control exactly what each person can see or do. For a business tool, that matters, and Knack gets it right. But here's where I have to be straight with you. The UI is not good. Compared to what you're going to see from the next 3 tools, Knack's output looks dated. It's functional, but it's not something you'd put in front of a client without apologizing for how it looks. The AI is also more template-driven than truly flexible. It works within its own system, and that can feel limiting fast. And for what you get, especially given the design limitations, the pricing feels steep compared to what's coming. Knack fills a real gap that Replit doesn't, but it trades design and flexibility to do it. Best for data-heavy internal tools where UI doesn't need to impress. Honest caveat, outdated interface, AI feels rigid, pricing hard to justify at scale. Pricing, mid-range, but the design-to-cost ratio is the weak point. Number 3, Glide. All right, moving on to number 3, and this one is Glide. Glide takes a different angle from everything we've seen. It's built specifically for mobile-first business apps, and that's actually a real use case. Your team is on the go, clients are on their phones. Decisions don't always happen at a desk. I gave it a freelance hub prompt, a portal where clients can view project status, milestones, files, and invoices, task management, file uploads, and admin dashboard. About 5 minutes later, it was done. Client screen, project screen, task screen, all there, all working. And for mobile, it looks sharp. But I never liked how Glide is only built around spreadsheets to store and handle data. It has its own built-in database, which helps, but the flexibility just isn't there for anything more complex. If your business data lives somewhere real, a CRM, a SQL database, a set of connected tools, Glide has a hard ceiling. Permissions and role management are also limited. You can share the app and publish it easily, but deep role-based access control, the kind a real business actually needs, is a stretch. And then there's pricing. For what you get, it's expensive. Costs rise quickly as your user count grows. If the whole point of a no-code tool is to avoid the cost of a developer, you don't want the tool itself costing like one. It's best for mobile-first apps where data lives in a spreadsheet. Honest caveat: spreadsheet-centric architecture, limited role control, pricing scales fast. And the price can get expensive quickly as users grow. Number 2, Retool. Now this is where things get serious. Retool is built for internal tools and admins. The UI feels more professional from the moment you open it. This isn't a consumer-grade app builder, it's a power tool. I gave it the same CRM prompt: contacts, pipeline, follow-ups, interactions. About 15 minutes later, it was done. And here's the part that made it stand out. It pulled in my actual data from Google Sheets. Real business records showing up in a clean dashboard with charts, filters, statistics. Not simulated, it's live. Data integration is where Retool wins. You can connect to almost anything: Postgres, Google Sheets, any database, dozens of external services. The AI is also solid. You can connect different models, automate tasks, handle complexity. Once you're set up, it's powerful. But here's the honest limitation, and it's a big one. And that's the exact reason it's number 2 on this list, not number 1. Retool is a powerful tool, but for many non-technical teams, it can feel closer to a developer tool than a no-code platform. Setup requires real technical knowledge. This isn't something you open, type a prompt, and ship. There's configuration involved. For a non-technical founder or a small team without developer support, the learning curve is steep, and client portals are where it really falls short. Retool was built for internal teams. If you need to give clients their own logins with their own data, their own view of what's relevant to them, it gets complicated fast. It wasn't designed for that. Powerful for internal dashboards, but it assumes technical hands are nearby. Best for developer-led teams who need deep data integration and internal dashboards. Honest caveat: steep learning curve, client portals are painful, not built for non-technical teams. Pricing: reasonable for what it delivers, but costs scale with team size. Number 1, Softr. All right, this is the one. I give Softr a real business workflow, an invoice generator, and client portal. Create invoices, send them, track them, manage recurring billing, monitor payments on a dashboard. And before it started building, Softr asked me questions. Who's using this app? How should invoices be delivered? What do you need automated? No other tool on this list did that. Every other one just started generating. Softr wanted to understand the business first. That's a different philosophy, and it shows in the output. Then it started building. And it didn't start with the front end. It started with the database and the back-end logic. Because that's where most tools fall apart. They give you something that looks great, but has no real structure underneath it. Softr knows that, so it builds the foundation first. About 15 minutes later, the app was ready. And it was clean, polished. The kind of interface you could actually put in front of a client without hesitation. Outstanding balances on the dashboard. Invoices paid this month. A full invoice list with all the details. Click into a client, full profile, invoice history, payment records. Create and send a new invoice directly from the app. Then I opened the database. Everything was there. Organized tables, real records, not mock data chaos, an actual structured system you can edit, add to, and grow. Now here's what makes Softr different from everything else on this list. Starting with permissions. Every user gets a role. Admins see everything. Clients see only their own data. Staff see what's relevant to their work. Nobody sees what they shouldn't. And all of that is set up automatically. You don't configure manually, you don't write any logic, it just works. For a real business tool, that's not a nice to have, it's the whole point. Honest caveats, because I want to be fair. Softr isn't a developer platform. If you need highly custom logic or a completely bespoke interface, a tool like Replit gives you more flexibility at the code level. It's less customizable than fully coded apps, and complex workflows may still require automation tools. But for most businesses building internal tools, client portals, CRMs, or operational apps, Softr strikes the best balance between ease, real functionality, and cost. And speaking of cost, Softr's pricing is one of the reasons it lands at number 1. Compared to platforms with per-seat pricing that balloon balloons as you scale, Softr is more transparent and more predictable. No surprise compute charges at the end of the month. No hidden fees for features you assumed were included. I use Softr for my own work, my pipelines, my video planning, my task management, managing collaborators. I'm not recommending it because it sounds good. I'm recommending it because it's what I actually run on. And I've got 200 free credits for you to start building with Softr. That's enough to build and test real apps completely free for a meaningful amount of time. Link is in the description. Best 4. True no-code experience for non-technical teams. Jump between AI Co-Builder and Visual Editor. Best-in-class client portals and user permissions. AI Co-Builder, which walks you through prompting and ensures Softr is building what you want. Full-stack app builder with native databases, workflows, and strong integrations with Airtable, Google Sheets, SQL, and more. Built specifically for internal tools, CRMs, and customer portals. Outstanding output and role-based access. Best on this list, no contest. So here's the quick recap. Replit is fast and flexible, but it's still best for building websites, not internal tools. Noco handles real data and permits well, but the data design and rigid AI make it hard to recommend when better options exist for similar money. Glide is excellent for business mobile apps, where your data lives in a spreadsheet. Retool is the most powerful data integration tool on this list. If you have technical knowledge, it's hard to beat for internal dashboards, but client portals and non-technical teams are not where it shines. In Softr, best-in-class permissions, a true no-code experience. It's the full-stack builder that asks the right questions before it builds. It's the one that holds up when real clients log in, real data is involved, and real teams need different access levels. If you remember the problem I mentioned at the start, the app that looks great until someone actually uses it. Softr is the answer to that. Which of these are you actually going to try first? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. And if you've already built something with one of these tools, I want to hear what you think. What worked, what broke, what you wish you knew before you started. Links to all 5 tools, including the soft free credits and full Softr video tutorial, are in the description below. See you in the next one.